Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Today, our group will present about Rancangan Malaysia Plan, which is 9 Malaysia Plan from Group 9.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Norisha binti Amil with number matrix BB22110587. Today I will present to you about main focus of RMK9 or 9 Malaysia Plan. Okay. So a few main focus on RMK9, which is economic growth, human capital development, regional development, infrastructure development, sustainability, environmental sustainability, and social equity. So for economic growth, accelerating economic growth through diversification and innovation, which focus on enhancing productivity and competitiveness. To date, main focus on human capital development, enhancing education and skill training to develop a knowledgeable and skilled workforce capable of meeting the demand of a globalization economy. So, after that, regional development. Number three is regional development, ensuring balanced regional development to reduce disparities between urban and rural areas. After that, environmental sustainability, promoting sustainable development practice to protect and conserve natural research for future generation. It's for main focus environmental sustainability. After that, main focus about infrastructure development. Improving physical infrastructure, including transportation, energy, and communication network to support economic activities and improve the quality of life. So the last is main focus is social equity. Social equity is reducing income disparities and promoting social justice to ensure all segments of society benefit from economic development.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Nur Ashikin binti Marzuki with metric number BB22110519, and I will be presenting about RMK9 achievement. There's a lot of achievement RMK9 in various sectors such as economic achievement, human capital development, infrastructure and regional development, social development, environmental sustainability and governance, and institutional reforms. For economic achievement, it's about GDP growth. Malaysia economy grew at an average annual rate at 4.2% during the 9-plan period, despite the global financial crisis in 2008 to 2009. The services sector grew significantly, becoming the largest contributor to the GDP. Manufacturing sector continued to play a crucial role with a focus on moving up the value chain in high technology industry such as machinery and electronic. Another achievement is about human capital development. In education, significant improvement were made in the education sector with increased enrollment rate at all levels of education. The technical and vocational education and training, which is TVET, program were expanded to address the skill gap and meet the need of the knowledge-based economy. Initiatives such as the Higher Education Strategic Plan aim to enhance the quality and global competitiveness of Malaysia and universities. In healthcare, improvement healthcare service and infrastructure lead to better health outcome, including reduced infant mortality and increased life expectancy. The achievement about infrastructure and regional development, transportation and utilities, significant investment were made in transportation infrastructure, include the expansion of highway and public transportation system such as North-South Expressway. Development program target at less development region to reduce the development gap between urban and rural area, including the East Coast Economy Region, which is ECER, and Northern Corridor Economic Region, which is NCER. Nextly, the RMK9 achievement, which is in social development, poverty reduction. The poverty rate was reduced through targeting program and economic opportunity in rural area. Programs like microedit and rural development initiative have uplift low-income group. About housing, initiative to provide affordable housing for low and middle-income family were implemented. Environmental sustainability, conservation effort, environmental sustainability were promoted through conservation program and initiative to protect natural resources. About the pollution control, effort to improve waste management and reduce pollution was strengthened. Lastly, RMK9 achievement in governance and institutional reform in public sector efficiency. Reform to enhance public sector efficiency and transparency, including the introduction of e-government services. Measure to reduce bureaucratic hurdle and improve public service delivery. In private sector participation, also, the policy to encourage private sector investment and public-private partnership, which is PPPS, effortly to attract foreign direct investment (FDI) and create a conducive business environment. That's all from me, and thank you.
Hello, my name is Norma Zura binti Muhammad Saleh, metric card holder BB22161082. I will presenting what is an achieved focus in RMK9 and a few ways that has been covered to solve it. The 9 Malaysia Plan RMK9 implemented from 2006 to 2010 has brought a lot of progress in various sectors. However, some of the main objectives and targets have not yet been fully achieved. Here are some things that have not been achieved in RMK9. One of the main issues that has not been fully resolved in RMK9 is the socio-economic imbalance between ethnic groups and regions. Although there has been progress in reducing poverty overall, the income gap between ethnic Malays and non-Malays is still wide. Jobs with high income, such as in the management and technical sectors, are still dominated by non-Malays, while Malays are more involved in low-income jobs. The third failure is infrastructure and regional development. Although there has been an increase in infrastructure development such as roads and public transport networks, some large projects such as Wilayah Pembangunan Iskandar (WPI) in Johor have not progressed as expected. The implementation of infrastructure project in Sabah and Sarawak also experienced delays and did not fully meet the needs of rural communities. Next, education and innovation. Efforts to increase the ability of knowledge and innovation through the Education Development Master Plan and the National Higher Education Strategic Plan have not yet reached the desired target. The quality access to education, especially in rural areas, still needs greater improvement to ensure that all levels of society benefit equally. Rural poverty. The problem of poverty in rural areas is still a big challenge. Despite the decline in extreme poverty, the gap between urban and rural areas is in access to basic amenities such as clean water and electricity remains significant. The need to reduce rural poverty and improve the living standards of the rural population has not been fully met. And the last is public sector delivery. Although there has been an improvement in the effectiveness of public sector delivery system, some issues such as slow bureaucracy and inefficiency are still obstacles to efforts to improve productivity and ease of doing business in Malaysia. In conclusion, Although RMK9 has brought progress in many areas, there are still many challenges that need to be overcome to achieve a more inclusive and balanced development visions in Malaysia. Solving these issues requires continuous efforts and commitment from all parties to ensure continuous progress for all levels of society. Several factors have prevented the full achievement of the Ninth Malaysia Plan RMK9. The causes involve complex economic, political, and social aspects and require a comprehensive understanding to assess failure in achieving the set targets. Here are some of the main reasons why RMK9 did not fully achieve its objective. The first reason to lead is global and regional economic crisis. RMK9 was implemented when the world was facing a global economic crisis, including the financial crisis in 2008. This crisis has a major impact on the Malaysian's economy, with a decrease in global demand resulting in a decrease in export and slower economic growth. This effect affect Malaysia's ability to achieve the economic and social targets set in RMK9. The second reason leads to failure is weaknesses in management and implementation. The implementation of project under RMK9 suffers from weaknesses in efficient management and implementation. Many infrastructure projects such as road construction and public utility upgrades are experiencing delays and skyrocketing costs. These factors hinder the achievement of planned development targets. The third is socio-economic imbalance. One of the main objectives of RMK9 is to reduce the socio-economic imbalance between regions and ethnic groups. However, this imbalance is still significant, especially in the distribution of income and ownership of economic assets. This is due to ineffective policies and deficiency in the delivery of economic assistance to the needy. The fourth is weaknesses in the education and labor sector. The development of the education and workforce sectors also did not fully achieve the set targets. The education system still faces issues of unequal quality and access, especially in the rural areas. These weaknesses hinders effort to increase the ability of the workforce to be more competitive and innovative. The fifth reason lead to failure is problems of economic structure. Malaysia's economic during the implementation of RMK9 still depends on the commodity and export sectors with low added value. Failure to diversify the economy into high-tech and knowledge-based sector hinders more sustainable and inclusive growth. The last reason led to failure is political instability. The political instability that occurred during RMK9 also had negative impact on the implementation of development plans. Changes in leadership and lack of consistency in government policies caused the implementation of some projects to be interrupted and not reach the target. Overall, the achievement of RMK9 is affected by a combination of these factors that require a more strategic and integrated handling to achieve more sustainable and inclusive development objectives.
Journey metric number BP22110243. I will presenting about high, medium or low judgment of RMK 9. The judgment for infrastructure and urban transport is medium. Construction of new airports and some areas such as Limbang and Bintulu but does not cover many areas. Human capital development is high. Training in specialized areas such as costume, safety and security, health, property evolution, diplomatic relation, and professional and technical field will continue to be provided by the respective training institution. Judgment for economic growth is medium. Total federal government revenue was increased at 7.5% 4%. The overall federal government fiscal deficit was decreased. GDP in the RMK9 lower than the GDP of RMK8. For agriculture is high. The agricultural value added grew at an average rate of 3.0% per annum during the planned period, higher than the target of 2.0%. Information and Communication Technology (ICT) also high. The total ICT workforce is expected to increase at a rate of 10.4% per annum from 2005 until 2010. Environmental and sustainability is low. Initiative to lessen pollution and enhance waste management will step up. But however, air pollution still happens in some areas.
Lack of RMK9. So the point of the lack of RMK9 because implementation gaps, economic disparities, environmental sustainability, private sector participation, and corruption and governance. So for the point first is implementation gaps, where the plan of laid numerous ambitious projects and policies, there were often delay and inefficiencies in implementation. Bureaucratic red tape and coordination issue among various government agencies hindered progress. After that, we move to economic disparities. Okay, despite efforts to reduce income disparities and promote social equity, significant economic gaps between the region and ethnic group persisted. Rural and less developed areas often lag behind urban center. Okay, for today, next is the lack of our MK9 is environment sustainability. Environment sustainability calls will sometimes overshadowed by rapid development project, deforestation, pollution, and unsustainable resource extraction practice remain concern. After that is private sector participation. Okay, the plan aims to increase private sector participation in economic development, but challenges such as regulatory constraint, lack of incentive, and unfavorable business environment impeded private sector growth. Okay, so for the last point is corruption and governance. Corruption and issue of governance undermine many of the plan initiative. Mismanagement and lack of transparency in the allocation of resources lead to inefficiency and reduce public trust. This all from me. Thank you.
There are several initiatives that government should do to overcome the lack of RMK9. Firstly, environmental sustainability. Strengthen regulations and enforcement mechanisms to ensure compliance with environmental standards and mitigate pollution from industries. Second, economic disparities. Improve access to quality education and vocational training in rural and less developed areas to enhance human capital and empower individuals with relevant skills for employment. Uh, Next, implementation gaps. Streamline bureaucratic process and reduce red tape to expedite project implementation. Last but not least, corruption and governance. Enhance integrity and accountability in public procurement process through stricter regulations and oversight.
For the conclusion, the plan aims to increase private sector participation in economic development, but challenges such as regulatory concerns, lack of incentive, and an unfavorable business environment impact private sector growth. Malaysia Regional Development Initiative aims to promote equitable growth by mitigating the disparity between urban and rural. Significant achievement during the RMK9 period included notable GDP growth, driven primarily by the service sector, which became the largest contributor to the country's economy, to ensure continued growth and development, promoting private sector participation also requires regulatory harmonization. The targeted incentives to establish a favorable business environment and the future plan must build on the lesson learned from RMK9, focusing on strategic and integrated approaches to ensure sustainable and inclusive progress for all Malaysians.